Okay, so last week, and you can see here, I did over $600,000 in sales, and it was all pretty much because of what I'm about to teach you today in this kind of module, in this lesson. And it's based on different awareness levels. So the idea is you want to construct your ad account in a way where you have different creatives targeting different personas at the different awareness levels. And that is kind of your structure to go from cold to sold. And this is the strategic framework not only talks about an e-com, but as soon as you can identify your consumers or your customers' awareness levels and craft messaging every stage of the funnel, that's how you win. So let's get right into it. I'll move this aside. So why it matters, right? So customers buy based on the journey where they're at, and you need to meet them where they are. And when you understand this kind of framework, it transform your marketing, because the wrong message will just lead to wasted ad spend and high CPAs, and the right message at the right time will increase CTRs and have a cheaper CAC, right? And you will be able to convert them faster. So that's the whole key of this: the right message at the right time. And once you build your funnel out like this, you have endless amounts of creative ideas, because now you're speaking to consumers at the right time in the right place. And this is the way it works, right? So at the top funnel, and based on this like hierarchy, this pyramid, also is the layer of complexity to the ads. So the hardest thing to build an ad that they're completely unaware, right? It's completely cold traffic, and then funnel them all the way down to most aware. It's easiest to compete on the not compete. It's easiest to create ads on the most aware level, but as you upgrade your marketing skills, and you create unaware ads, you'll see they'll have the biggest scale, but they're the hardest to execute on. But I'll go through each one of these now as to how to structure different ads and show you some examples, right? But number one, completely unaware. Number two is problem aware, top of funnel. Number three is solution aware, middle of funnel. Number four is product aware. They're aware of your product, that's bottom of funnel. And then five, they're most aware. They're probably existing customers. They already interact with your brand in some degree, right? So here we go. This is completely unaware, right? This is top of the funnel. It's not no one really focused on, especially in e-com. The goal of this is kind of create a narrative that they don't even know they have a problem around. So they're scrolling social media with no intention of purchasing anything like your product, because they're completely unaware they even have the problem or they even want the product. So your goal is to capture their attention with like emotion and curiosity, and use a lot of storytelling like angles. And as an example, press play on this.
3 red flags of vitamin deficiencies in kids. Only one eat chicken nuggets? Red flag. Sugar cravings? Red flag. Low appetite? Red flag.
So as you can see here, right, like essentially you have a kid, you're uneven aware why they're wanting this bad foods, right? You don't even know this because of nutrient deficiencies. And that's why this is a great ad, because it calls out on this. Like, it's not just this could be bad for you. It's like they're using fear as a great motivator to make you understand that you have potentially a problem with your child that you're not even aware of. And that's why it's such a great ad, right? And we got the next one. And then you have problem aware, right? So they kind of feel the pain, they know they have a problem, and you need to kind of agitate it. You want to show them the problem clearly, and also you want to use some emotional storytelling as well, before and after scenarios, symptom spotting ads, stuff like that. But essentially they understand they have a problem, and you want to trigger that problem and agitate that problem, and then provide solutions. Here's another great ad that I think makes sense, right? So it's obviously a great ad because straight away, visually, you're seeing the cellulite. They've done a great job of calling out mums, very specific avatar. Mums with cellulite that want to get, fit for summer and remove the cellulite because they're probably, somewhat embarrassed around the cellulite that they have, and they want to kind of minimize that so they can feel confident in their bathing suits. And that's why this is such a great ad, because they're showing the problem, right? And you can see here.
Women don't believe our booty mask works. Well, let's do this. We're giving you a full-size jar to try it for 3 weeks. If you don't see it.
So as you can see now, very different ad to the first one. Straight away problem aware ad, and yeah, it's a great hook, and I think that they nailed that. The next is solution aware. This is one of our ads. So this is very much an education phase, right? Customers are actively researching different options and comparing different alternatives in the market, and they're weighing different options as to how to solve their problem. Now, the goal of this is to position yourself as a superior product. Now, this is when it comes very interesting, right? Depending on how good your product is will determine how successful you are at this awareness stage. Because if your product is shit, you're going to struggle to convince people to buy your product over everyone else's. That's why you see a lot of brands that have a lot of traction very quickly. They've created a superior product in the market, and they can easily compete in the solution aware phases and the product aware phases we're going to talk about next, because they have a superior product. And if you don't, then you have to be a lot better at the unaware stage, where you can create that narrative, people know over the product, and then introduce yours as a solution before they've done all the research. So, as an example, let's look at this ad.
You might have heard of microneedling, but this is microinfusion. Here's how it's different, and here's how it targets your skin concerns. I'm Dr. Shah, Dr. Maxfield. We're board certified dermatologists.
So you can see straight away, we're targeting people who understand and know what microneedling is, right? And we're going to position ours later on as a more superior product, where we compare ours to microneedling and we go into all the different benefits. But you can see now how that's very different in terms of the communication and different awareness levels. So we're going after people who only have heard of microneedling before, in clinic microneedling, and we're carrying it to ours as an alternative. Very different messaging, but this is going to resonate a lot more with people in the market who actually understand what microneedling is. And if we were going to take this product as an unaware stage, we would have had a completely different messaging, not even talking about microneedling at the start, because they don't know what that is. Now, product aware. Now, this is when they know your product, but they're not fully convinced yet. They're considering your solution, but they need validation before committing to it. This is why social proof and user testimonials killed it in the past. And this is where objection handling comes into play. So great ads in this awareness phase is like being like maybe those TikTok response bubbles, or kind of objective handling ads for us in terms of the microneedling. It might have been, about the pain barrier. So we talk about how it's really like a 1 out of 10 for pain and stuff like that. And here's another great example I'll show you guys.
So now I'm going to put on the shapewear. So you can see, you say it's a little tight.
Manual.
So please, do not think that it's supposed to not be tight. It's supposed to squeeze you. This is how I look from the front, the side, and the back, hugging my body.
If I was these guys, I'd recreate this ad if it was working for maybe another, 10 different types of people. Smaller, bigger, different ethnicity, etc. People can see themselves in the ad, and it really resonates to them because they're going to compare themselves to the person in the video. But as you can see, the product aware, now they're showing you how it works, how it looks. So hopefully you can visualize that being on you. So then here is the last part, right? Most aware. This is the bottom of the funnel. This is your hottest prospects. Like they've already potentially bought it from your product in the past, their past purchases, or they're abandoned carts, they've been on your website, they're maybe on your email list, whatever it might be, right? So this is where you want to create a lot of urgency and remove a lot of friction. Make it easy for them to say yes right now with limited offers, exclusive bundles, special pricing. Like this is a great ad here. Our return policy is simple. Acne will never return, right? That's such a direct messaging to someone who really understands your product, been on your website, knows all the things. You just need to give them that little push over the line. And that's where these ads come into play. And although, it is most aware, it still has an effect on new customers, helping them with this bold claim, right? This bold promise, which is simple. And it's also reigniting their problem around the acne. So it's the problem and then a promise. And that's the thing of this most aware funnel. You just want to push them over the line and create as many different angles as you can as to why someone won't buy, and give them that promise and give them a reason to act now. So how do you implement this into your ads? Well, first you want to map out your audiences, like segment them into cold, warm, and hot buckets based on what I taught you guys today. And then match the matching awareness based on this, right? And create like this content matrix that aligns with your hooks, your pain points, and offers for each level of awareness. Use ChatGPT to help you. And in a previous video, we described to you the spherical scaling system, where essentially what you're going to do is take that, the angle, which is your avatar and use case, or avatar and a problem, and then you want to speak to that avatar at each awareness level. Okay, so that is super important. If you want to get scale in 2025 and beyond, it's about creative diversification and it's about scaling spherically. So make sure that you're doing that per angle. Don't make a general ad now. And that's why I get a lot more work, but this is how you're going to win, by making so many different ads at different awareness levels and different angles. Okay, and build your creative library based on each stage, and really systematically look at how you're going to build this funnel all the way from unaware to most aware. And yeah, this is another obviously great idea for you guys to use, how we do it kind of in-house. We use ChatGPT to create our awareness levels. So take, your leverage, your best performing ad, whatever, and then put in this prompt, okay? Please provide a headline to sell your product plus your angle, which is your persona and problem use case at each awareness level. Just give you some ideas on how you can structure the messaging of each ad. Take your best ads and do this. How I apply this ad to the different other awareness levels. Play with chat to give you some ideas. But I need you guys to start thinking like this, because this is the way I'm telling you now you're going to scale your ad account. It's not some tactics you're going to use inside the ad account and different scaling mechanisms and budgets, all that kind of shit. It's about creative strategy and your ability as a marketer to be able to sell what you want, when you want, how you want it. Okay. And then you have to implement this into your creative system, right? You want to build a content library that you have different assets where it's like Lego pieces where you can plug into different parts of these awareness levels. It gives you flexibility to test a lot of new angles while maintaining consistent messaging and the strategy, okay? Remember to use separate ad sets for each awareness level to accurately measure the performance and optimize your funnel. And then the next gangster move, which potentially in other videos I'll be able to show you, is you need to have different targets based on different awareness levels. Sure, when you're going to the unaware level, you're going to have a lot lower target than you will for the most aware level. And that's how you're going to manage your ad account moving forward. You can have different targets based on different awareness levels because you can't expect to have the same ROAS going to a completely unaware person, top of funnel, doesn't even know they have a problem, to someone that's been on your website or someone that's product aware or solution aware. No. So this is just a start. And now you can maybe potentially even start thinking deeper about this stuff. If you're doing solution, whereas that's when you do comparison charts. Maybe you do a comparison landing page against you and your competitors. Now you're getting an understanding of where the customers are and their awareness level, their buying cycle. How do you speak to them at that buying cycle so you can cut through the noise and get them to buy your product? So key takeaways, awareness drives messaging, match the hooks to the awareness levels. Don't sell hard to cold traffic because they don't understand who you are, why they even need your product at times. And skip the education of hot buyers, right? Convince them that they need to buy your product and now give them a reason to buy now. Push them over the line, give them the compelling reason, and that's it. Hope that guys helped. Leave some comments below if you want more videos like this or anything else that you maybe don't understand I go deeper on. I'm here to help you guys succeed to get to 100K a day. That's all. Like and subscribe. That'd be great if you want. If not, that's cool also. Thank you.